to another episode of the Pog Review Show. I'm Gabe, Gabriel, Angel of Pogs, and I'm here to tell you about some pretty sweet Pogs. We're going to review different types of Pogs and see how they hold up to the old Gabe standard. Alright, so here's our first Pog. Our first Pog is this one. It's a Baywatch Pog. You know what? Put that up on the screen. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. You seen that? That's a Baywatch Pog. So yeah, what do we feel about this Pog that we have here, this Baywatch Pog? You can't really see the characters too well, which if you're a Baywatch fan, that might be a bummer. But if you're a real Baywatch fan, maybe you can tell. Maybe you're looking at this and go like, yeah, that's Jason and that's Veronica, and they're on Baywatch duty and they're heading out. But that doesn't matter because this Pog is all about action. It's all about inertia. They're moving forward. Look at the way the waves are breaking across the boat. They're traveling at high speeds, and it makes you think that like maybe they're going too fast. Maybe they're gonna need some Baywatch to come help them. With the skyscape in the background only being hit with a dapple of red that comes from their bathing suits, but then you get this super extreme font, Baywatch, right along this boat, and that boat kind of has like a yellow tint to it all. There's some exciting colors going on in this Pog, so there's a lot of action going on in this Pog, right? There's a lot of color. This Pog really is doing it all. And yeah, you might argue, oh well, it's a Pog, it's a picture of something. It's not art. It's not really celebrating the art of Pogs, the creativity of Pog design. I disagree wholeheartedly. Most about making Pogs is making a Pog look great. So if you could take a picture, a photograph, and somehow make it still fit in a Pog, like how big was this photo of them? And you shrunk it down to Pog size and made it circular, and it's still this dynamic? You've done your duty, sir. Congratulations, you made a sweet Baywatch Pog. And as not a fan of Baywatch, I have to say, that's pretty impressive. I should probably take some points away from it because it puts all the copyright material Baywatch on the front along this top here instead of putting it on the back. The back is blank. You really ought to put that information, even that number 24, if this is the collector's number, you should put that on the back because I just want the art. For all intents and purposes, this is a grade A Pog. I'm giving it 5 Pogs out of 5. That is some fantastic Baywatch design there. Way to go. Whoever did this Pog, give them a raise. Now we're going to switch it over to my brother Michael with some news.
Hi everybody, Michael here with the news, and today's news is all about Mount Vesuvius. Vesuvius. That's how you say it, Michael. Just be confident and go. Mount Vesuvius. And Mount Vesuvius had a famous eruption in 79 AD, taking out Pompeii and Herculaneum, two nearby cities. We don't know how many people died during that famous 79 AD eruption, but scientists have found 1,500 bodies in the two cities. I don't know where everybody else went, but I just hope they're okay. Thanks for watching. That's the news.
Wow, that's pretty informative news, Michael. Thanks. All right, second Pog of the episode. Are you ready? I'm ready. Here we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that Pog. Look at that Pog. Look at it! Alright, put that Pog on the screen. Oh yeah, you gotta love that. That is a slick looking Pog. Alright, first things first, right? Look at that! They put all the information that I was just complaining about being on the Baywatch Pog on the back. That's smart. That's thinking. You're thinking with your head now when you're making these Pogs. What do we need to know here? Herbie's Automotive Designs, made in the USA. It's a collector's edition. So, that's cool. I didn't realize what I had was a collector's edition of this Pog. NOR, used under license to protection design, Santa Fe Springs, California. They've covered all their bases, but they've covered it all on the back. And so while this is not a review of all this copyright material, good thinking putting it on there, because now this is what you're seeing when you're playing. This is what you're seeing when you're displaying your Pog collection. This is what buyers, this is what gamers, this is the showpiece of this Pog. I don't love this design personally. It doesn't really speak to me. I'm not a super retro car guy. What do we have here? What does this say? There's something being said here. I can't tell you what it is, so maybe that's the car's name. The font, you're gonna put writing on a Pog like that, you gotta make it a little easier to read. This is pretty unreadable for me. I've been struggling for over 2 hours to figure this out, and I couldn't tell you what it is. But here we go. Whatever this type of car is, It's saying it is a fat and sassy stove bolt. Now, what the heck does that mean? I have no idea. Do I like that this car is fat and sassy? I don't know. I mean, sure. I never really look at a car and go like, yeah, that's a fat and sassy car, but apparently I should. I like the blue with the yellow for sure, but here's a critique. I don't love that the cars are looking like they're going in the same direction on the Pog. They're all heading to this one point, but this one's heading down a little bit at an angle, and this one's just heading straight at a different angle. They're not on the same street, they're not in the same space and time together, but they're also facing the same direction. So while it leads the eye here, it just kind of clutters up this corner, and I'm not a super fan of that. You want to use the Pog space to your advantage. You really want to bring it out. You really want to maybe have this car going that way. Then it looks like, whoa, where do I focus? This Pog is everything. As of now, it's a bit too cluttered. We're looking at a, gosh, I hate to do this, but we're looking at a 3 out of 5 Pogs. And you know, maybe I should give it an extra Pog because of this design, but this is just something that all Pogs should be doing. So I'm not going to give it an extra point for doing its job. I'm giving it all its points for this design. Is this a Pog that I'm going to want to display? Maybe, but it's going to be in the back of the book, but not in the back of the book with like the surprises. This is going to be in the back right before the good pages really start to end that Pog book. If you're taking a tube, you're going to be putting it like right here, so you're kind of tired, but maybe there's a surprise or two at the bottom. You just wish maybe they had a better perspective of the eye going on with this Pog. All right, that was the episode of the Pog Review Show that you just watched. I have been Gabe, Angel of Pogs, and yeah, if you liked this episode, then come back for more. Watch the past episodes of the Pog Review Show. Do whatever you want. Please keep watching the Pog Review Show. I have to have more people watching the Pog Review Show. Whoa. You're a little desperate there, Gabe. Calm down. All right, Gabe, remember to edit this out. See you later, Pogonauts.